Welcome back, developers. Today, we are taking your AI agents out of their isolated boxes and giving them hands to interact with the real world. We will master LangChain toolkits, focusing specifically on SQL, Gmail, Slack, and shell integrations. Let's get started. Let's begin with the basics. What exactly are LangChain toolkits? Imagine an LLM as a brilliant brain trapped inside a jar. It can solve complex logic puzzles, but it can't actually do anything in the real world. Toolkits are the hands and eyes we attach to that brain. They are collections of related tools designed to interact with specific external systems. Why do we use them? Because building secure, robust integrations for every external API from scratch is incredibly time-consuming. LangChain provides these pre-built toolkits so you can connect to systems like Office 365, Jira, or SQL databases in seconds. How does it work? You simply instantiate a toolkit object, call its getTools method, and pass that array directly to your agent's LLM. Looking at this flowchart, you can see the architecture of a toolkit. The LLM brain sits on the left. We bind it to a unified LangChain toolkit. That single toolkit automatically expands into multiple specialized tools: read, write, and search. The LLM can now autonomously decide which specific tool to invoke based on the user's prompt. Our first major integration is SQL. The SQL Database Toolkit is arguably the most powerful tool for enterprise data. What does it do? It allows your AI agent to translate natural language into SQL, execute the query, and analyze the results. Why is this critical? Because structured business data lives in relational databases. By bridging this gap, you allow executives to chat with their sales data without knowing SQL. How do we implement it? You initialize a database connection using a URI and pass it to the SQL Database Toolkit. A deep dive insight here: the agent doesn't just blindly guess your database structure. The toolkit provides specific tools for the agent to first query the table schema, draft a SQL statement, validate its syntax, and only then execute it, ensuring highly accurate data retrieval. Follow the sequence diagram to see the multi-step reasoning. The user asks a question. The agent doesn't immediately query data. It first uses a tool to get the schema for the user's table. Once it understands the columns, it uses a second tool to execute the exact select count statement. The database returns the raw number, and the agent synthesizes a friendly natural language response. Next, we move to communication with the Gmail toolkit. What is it? A set of tools that grants your agent the ability to read, search, draft, and send emails directly from a Google account. Why is this so valuable? You can build agents that triage incoming customer support emails, summarize massive threads, or automatically draft customized replies. How do we use it? After setting up OAuth 2 credentials, instantiating the toolkit gives the LLM access to distinct actions like Gmail search and Gmail create draft. Let's do a senior-level deep dive on safety. Sending an email alters the outside world. If the LLM hallucinates, it could send a disastrous email to a client. Therefore, the architectural best practice is to strictly give the agent access to the Create Draft tool, requiring a human to review the draft and click Send. This flowchart highlights the safe execution path. The agent intent is to reply to a client. It uses the toolkit to sequentially call Gmail search to find context, get thread to read the history, and crucially, create draft to write the reply. The final green node represents the human step. The agent stops at the draft, passing the baton to a human for review and final sending. Moving from external clients to internal teams, we have Slack integration. What does this achieve? It turns your AI from a passive application into an active digital colleague. Basics include fetching channel histories, reading threads, and posting messages. Why do we do this? Because bringing the AI into the workspace where humans already collaborate eliminates friction. If a server goes down, the agent can post the exact logs directly into the engineering channel. How is it built? By wrapping Slack API endpoints as LangChain tools. In a deep dive scenario, advanced agents act in a continuous listening loop. They monitor a hashtag support channel, and the moment a user posts a bug, the agent instantly uses its tools to read the stack trace and replies in a thread with potential fixes before a human engineer even sees the alert. Here is an event-driven architecture diagram for Slack. An event in the hashtag alerts channel triggers the AI agent. The agent uses the read thread tool to analyze the issue. Once it synthesizes a solution, it branches out. It uses the send message tool to post the fix directly in the public thread, while simultaneously using the direct message tool to quietly alert the on-call human engineer. Our final integration is the most powerful, but also the most dangerous shell and Python RPL execution. What is this? It's giving your LLM the ability to write and execute bash commands or Python scripts in real time. Why is this useful? If an agent needs to calculate complex math, parse a giant CSV file, or check server disk space, it doesn't need a custom API. It just writes the code to do it, runs it, and reads the output. However, as senior engineers, we must address the safety warning. Executing unpredictable LLM-generated code is a massive security vulnerability. Deep dive rule: you must never run shell or RPL tools directly on your host operating system or production servers. These tools must be strictly confined to ephemeral, isolated Docker containers or secure remote sandboxes to prevent accidental or malicious system damage. This diagram visually enforces our security boundary. The LLM agent writes the code and passes it to the execution tool. Notice the red, dashed boundary of the isolated Docker sandbox. The code runs entirely within this disposable container. If the LLM makes a mistake or attempts a dangerous command, only the sandbox is affected. The standard output or error logs are safely piped back up to the agent. Let's put everything together into a highly impactful, real-time use case: an autonomous DevOps assistant. Imagine an agent equipped with all 4 toolkits we just discussed. Step 1. In the background, the agent uses its shell tool to run a bash script monitoring server health. It detects disk space is at 99%. Step 2. It immediately invokes its Slack tool, posting a critical alert tagging the on-call engineer. Step 3. The engineer replies in Slack, asking which user uploaded the most data today. The agent dynamically switches to its SQL database toolkit, queries the production database logs, and posts the user ID back in Slack. Step 4. Once the engineer clears the disk space, the agent uses the Gmail toolkit to automatically create an incident post-mortem draft for the CTO. This is true multi-system autonomous orchestration. Look at the workflow of our DevOps agent. It flows seamlessly across distinct technological boundaries. It starts in the shell to detect the error, jumps into Slack to communicate, dives into SQL to extract historical log data, communicates findings back in Slack, and finishes by switching context completely to Gmail to draft the final executive report. The toolkits make this complex dance look effortless. To wrap up, integrating agents with the real world demands strict security best practices. First, when using SQL toolkits, always ensure the database connection uses a read-only user. You do not want an LLM accidentally dropping your production tables. Second, for communication tools like Gmail or Slack, enforce human-in-the-loop patterns. Have your agents draft emails or propose responses, but require a human to hit send. Third, as mentioned, any shell or code execution must happen in a locked-down sandbox. By mastering these toolkits safely, you transform your LLMs from passive chatbots into incredibly powerful, active digital employees. Thank you for joining this deep dive. I invite learners to like, subscribe, and visit quicktechie.com for premium certification prep, including Q&A banks, full ebooks, audiobooks, full-length training, and interview guides. Our final diagram is a security mind map. Production agent security rests on 3 pillars: read-only database roles, human-in-the-loop approvals, and containerized sandboxing. Only when all 3 of these security constraints are firmly in place can we achieve safe action execution, protecting both our infrastructure and our users while unlocking the massive potential of AI agents.
Welcome to quicktechie.com. So just type in quicktechie.com here. Then you can go through the material which is provided by quicktechie. So we have first of all video courses which you can go here and you can find the various video courses across the technologies as well as finance domain. So if you see in Microsoft, we have 8 programs currently running. Next, you can go through the ebooks available. So all the ebooks which are in PDF format today, and you can download this. So let me go through Microsoft certification ebooks. You can click on any of this and you can see this is the PDF available for you to download. So these are the premium ebook mostly available on quicktechie.com platform only. Now the second part is exam simulator. As we primarily focus on the all technology companies and finance domain certification preparation material, so this is company wide listed here and you can go through this. So let me go through the Microsoft one again. You can see this is all Microsoft related certification. AB 730 exam, if you open it, so you can see here this, and all the practice papers are available here. Today we have a 5 practice paper. So click on the first practice paper. It would load the questions. You can answer this question. This is way you can answer it and you can move to the next question. Now third material we wanted to highlight is an audiobook. So we started recently with the audiobooks as well, which you can listen on the go. and various technology wise ebooks are available. And at the last, this is our alumni, these people who are subscribing to our courses and this platform, they are all listed here. And at the end, I wanted to tell you, if you find any course or training or certification preparation material which you want to get us prepare for yourself, please put on the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, on Udemy, or on this platform itself, quicktechie.com, then please put the comment, or you can even send an email to using this contact us options here. You can directly do the WhatsApp message, you can call us on this numbers as well.